I would offer to help you, but I would be no help my friends. So. But I'm gonna start this as soon as.
Okay.
That's the idea.
All right, everyone. If you all can start to gather over here, we're gonna get started now. We have a special performance by Tough Crowd to open up our event. And it is a cappella, so they will not have a mic. So we encourage you to get close to really hear and the special song that they've made for this event for us. Thank you. All right, Tough Crowd, whenever you're ready.
Awesome. So we need us right here?
Yeah.
Sort of stage, in front. I'm good.
Got it.
Let's go, friend.
Woo!
Look around you. This. Look around you, you and your accomplishments. People in their incompetence and competition with each other, but no. We as a people should be in competition with growth. Success, nevertheless.
It's a hard road to thrive on.
Walking miles over stones to reach your milestone. And after all that pressure piled on, we did it. We stayed committed so we can celebrate.
We're gonna have a good time today. Let's celebrate the right way. Yeah, we're gonna have a good time today. Yeah, let's celebrate the right way.
Celebrate good. Come on, come on, come on, come on.
Come on, celebrate. Celebration. Celebration.
Celebrate.
You remember on the 10th day of September, history was made in the center. And now it's here to stay. Our hearts are ringing, and the keys are so we're singing. Celebrate. Special day.
Come on.
Sit down, and stretch your dreams like yoga. Hey, remember, September, this the month we elevate. Y'all can't create. Please let straight negativity. That's penetrate. Peace, love. That's how we celebrate.
In a smile,
We on the move.
move out the way. I want my feet on these things. In a smile,
We on the move.
move out the way. I want my crew, we on these things.
Ain't no stopping us now. Come on.
Ain't in us now.
Let's get it.
Ain't no stopping us now.
We on the move.
Move out the way. I want my crew.
In your shoes and stand up.
Alright.
Let this get into you. It's alright.
Alright.
We are.
Work towards that goal, love.
We gon' be alright.
Yeah, we bringing back that old love.
We gon' be alright.
You can feel it inside your soul, love.
We gon' be alright.
Let the rhythm take control, love. law for the comeback. We went law for we run that. To the sky with it where the sun at. Stay blessed, stay blessed. Pray for good health. Stay blessed for that generational wealth. Let's go.
Celebrate good. Come on, come on. Celebration, celebration, celebration. This is more than mental, more than physical. We planted a seed for the tree that turns spiritual. If we know what we did to get here, what we went through back then, why them cats posed to be big dogs but couldn't even back bend, but we back in. Back on top is God plan. We planked on haters and took the bad days with handstands. In the plan stand, as the tree stand. In the middle of the love. And though the roots of this tree was planted in the ground, the seed came from up above. Woo!
Thank you, Tough Crowd. Thank you. All right, I'm gonna invite each of the studio owners up here with me so we can get started. Wow, thank you. I am without words. That is not what we heard on the sample script. This is like 100 times more. Thank you. Well, good morning, everyone, and welcome to the Tree Yoga Cooperative's grand opening. And again, thank you, Tough Crowd, for gifting us with that beautiful celebratory song. You, specifically, we were part of a competition together, so you know how momentous this day is for us and for our community here. So my name is Jenny Alvarez, one of the 4 co-founders of The Tree. And many of you may remember me from running the nonprofit yoga studio on Western and 83rd before COVID shut things down. And many of you here today have been following our 2-year-long journey to reopen again as a worker-owned cooperative. You've been there alongside us with classes at Circle Park, virtual and hybrid yoga teacher trainings, and have contributed to our Indiegogo campaigns, 2 Indiegogo campaigns to be able to reopen. And it took us 2 years of raising capital, applying for grants, teaching all over South Central Los Angeles to find our new studio home for at least the next 5 years, because that's how long our lease is, but we'll keep working on it, right? And for those of you that don't know my story, I became a yoga teacher because I wanted to support survivors of sexual trauma like myself. In their process of healing, reconnecting back to their true self, empowering youth with coping skills to thrive in life. It makes me incredibly proud as a survivor, a yoga teacher, and a new business owner to have a studio in South LA that is focused on social justice, bringing access to trauma-informed yoga, and representative of our diverse community. As a health equity partnerships director for the Tree Yoga Cooperative, I have the honor of working with various organizations to help us bring our services to foster youth, to our formerly incarcerated community members, our system-impacted families, domestic violence survivors, cancer support groups, seniors, and so on. And one community partner that we have here today that I would like to uplift, because we've been working on various healing justice work with them, is Dignity and Power Now. And so we've been able to support their healing justice work, as we are great to have them here today, and we want them to share a few words. So I have Trudy Goodwin and Melissa, if you can come up for a moment and say a few things. Thank you, Trudy.
Man, this is so powerful this morning. I'm so glad that no matter what they said about rain, y'all came out here to support this very important opening. I'm Trudy Goodwin. I'm here with Melissa Mateo. We are both organizers for Dignity and Power Now, which is an organization whose main goal is to address impacted families that have suffered abuse and killings by the police department and other law enforcement agencies. And we have a plethora of programs for folks that are re-entering the community after being locked up, as well as activities and programs for families that are suffering from the loss of family members or having them taken out of the community into jails. So we have right now, we're right in the middle of our Freedom Harvest, which is a pop-up that we create outside of the jails of LA County and also San Bernardino County. And we go out like 2 Saturdays a month with healers and, volunteers, support folks. And we set up this small festival to celebrate the families, to support the families that are going into the jails to visit loved ones. We can only imagine how difficult that is for those families that, that are going to visit their children, right? Their brothers, their sisters, their wives, their husbands. And so we're there to feed them, offer them yoga, offer massage therapy, music. We have a child care specialist to take care of their kids while they go in if necessary. And it's just a celebration of family, really, and support of family. That's one of the programs. I want Melissa to talk about the family meetings that we have also.
Yes, hi everybody. Thank you so much to the Tree Yoga Cooperative for having us here today. And yeah, so Jenny, Maria, and other volunteers from the Tree Yoga Cooperative have supported us in Freedom Harvest that Trudy just mentioned, but as well as our monthly family meetings, which are a support group for folks impacted by police violence and incarceration. And they've joined us by offering, breathwork techniques, teaching folks about how to do chair yoga, really accessible ways to learn more about yoga and connecting with our body and stretching and really just our well-being and managing stress, anxiety, all the things that our community has to deal with on a daily basis. So yeah, I just want to say thank you so much to Jenny and everybody here today for their continued support to supporting our families that we work with at Dignity and Power Now. And yeah, thank you so much.
I just want to lift up 2 other very important events that Tree Yoga has helped us with. One in particular was in Antelope Valley. These folks got in their cars, drove that hour and 40 minutes out to Antelope Valley to help the healers that we are working with out there to learn, some aspects of yoga. And as Melissa said, Jenny has also been really supportive of the Freedom Now program that we have and have joined us at the jail. So we just want to lift up the work that you're doing. Know that Dignity and Power Now stands with you. You can always call on us to come out and support you. So thank you for having us.
Thank you so much, Trudy. Thank you. So up next we have our studio owner, Jonay Cole Thomas II. We call him Jay, but I'm gonna let him introduce himself that way.
Hello. West, for those from where we from. All right, mic to my mouth. My partners here, they keep me in shape. All right, hello everyone. My name is Jonay Cole Thomas II. It's a mouthful. Everybody calls me Jay. Welcome to what is at least a 15-year dream of mine. I started my yoga practice about 17 years ago while living all the way out in Corona, raising my family. After all the benefits the practice produced for me mentally and physically, I knew it was important for me to come back home and teach it. When I heard that a nonprofit was being set up right on 83rd and Western, I jumped in as the first Black male teacher and board member back in 2013. Born and raised in South Central LA. We lived all over, but my family base is not too far from here off of 42nd and Figueroa. As a young man growing up in the 1980s, I got involved in the drug trade and gangs, not too successfully, I might add. I had begun to get caught up in the school to prison pipeline, and my life was spiraling down the statistical heap for young black males. I knew I wanted out. It was my family and community. Lifted me. In a matter of weeks, I literally went from the streets of South Central to the dance floor of Soul Train in Hollywood and the pride-filled quad of Washington Preparatory High School with a great principal called George McKenna. They made a movie about this man starring Denzel Washington. You want to know again how blessed I was. This man gave a shit in the middle of the hood. And a lot of us today from the class of 89, 90, all the way to 86 and beyond and whatnot are now leaders within this community because of Dr. George McKenna. As well, at Washington High School, I had the privilege of getting to know some hip-hop icons like Yo-Yo, Yolanda Whitaker, Dub C, and Jinx, who was a great producer for Ice Cube. And my family was also born and raised with Dr. Dre. He's a part of our family, if you will. My mom used to babysit him. This love from my family and community took me to follow in the footsteps of my uncle and join the military, where I became a veteran of the First Gulf War. Later, I would go on to be a computer and network engineer for different Fortune 500 companies like Abbott and Disney. It's this love of where I'm from and the pride instilled in me to travel around other communities in the U.S. and abroad with my head held high, that it inspired me to come back home and teach this self-love. Today is a celebration of the last 2 years of hard work my partners and I have put in to bring this dream back to South Central Los Angeles. Here celebrating with us is Assembly Member Reginald Byron Jones Sawyer Sr. and Field Rep Fabian Cuevas.
Thank you. My name is Reginald Byron Jones Sawyer Sr. I like to believe that everything has come full circle. In 2019, 3 things happened that led me to believe now that it's actually come full circle. I'm the chair of public safety for the state of California. I believe in criminal justice reform, and I've been working on that since I got elected in 2012. I met Russell Simmons, and he talked to me about having yoga in prisons so that we could reduce the amount of crime and violence in the jails. So we started to put together a program. In addition, number 2, we started talking about having yoga in LA Unified School District so that the kids can reduce violence and stress, because their most trauma-impacted people I ever met are the ones that live in South Los Angeles, especially our young people. And then I have gotten a little older now. I need a little more stretching, as you can. So I got my pants on, I'm ready to go. So as you get, those of us that are a little long in the tooth know that your muscles get a little tighter, which means you stretch them a little bit more every morning. Otherwise, you start walking like that. And so I now have my yoga pants on every morning, and I try to do some exercises, but I asked my staff to find a place for me to do yoga, and that's how I got to here. So I've come full circle as far as my professional career, what I want to do for school children, and now what I want to do for me. And so I'm here today to make sure that the Tree Yoga Cooperative not only know that they are appreciated and that we want them, but most important, we need them in this community right now. And it is so important that this place, the Beehive, in addition, is an oasis in South Los Angeles. And when I do my tour with the businesses from Sacramento all the way down to San Diego about doing investment here, I'm going to bring them here first. to let them know this. Go ahead and clap. Example of what we can do in our own community, especially when you have people who want to come back and invest in not only our kids, not only in our community, but in the world. You can imagine the number of people that are going to come out of this studio that will be able to cope with life that comes out of the world. And so here with a certificate from the California Legislature, certificate of recognition presented to the Tree Yoga Cooperative. In honor of your grand opening ribbon cutting ceremony, I would like to applaud you for your commitment in providing a space for our community to connect and, most important, to heal. As you provide this accessible and inclusive service, you're also creating a path to combat the mental and physical health challenges that communities like ours are facing. On behalf of the residents of the 59th Assembly District, I extend my best wishes, Assemblymember Reggie Jones Sawyer, 59th Assembly District.
Thank you so much. I'm like, someone take a picture, please.
I think I have my stamp.
Okay.
Come on. Oh.
Let's hold this. Thank you so much. Jay, can you introduce our next speaker?
As I pull my paper back out. Also with us is California State Senator Sidney Kamlager, Field Rep Noemi Riley. I'm not the best with names. I did my best.
Good morning, everyone. So, I'm not the senator, but I am Naomi. I'm one of her field representatives, and the senator sends her regards because she couldn't be here today. But I just wanted to come as someone who practices yoga as well and has seen its transformational value and what it's done to my life and what it's done to my healing process. I just want to say that this is incredibly important, and the senator recognizes that a space like this is really important in our community in South Central, throughout the world, but especially in South Central. And so as we're exiting the pandemic and, we're all coming together and we're able to be in spaces like this, we just want to say that we appreciate you all, and we just want to continue to uplift you and make sure that this space is accessible to Black and brown people. Because I'm sure that, as you all know too, yoga has often been demonized in Black and brown communities. It's been seen as something that's not for us or not attainable. And so the senator wants to uplift that. And I know that her and Assemblymember Jones Sawyer will be here for a class. And so thank you so much for having me, and congratulations.
Thank you. Y'all take a picture real quick, sorry. All right. We have next our other studio owner, Jana Johnson.
Hi friends, my name is Jana Janelle Johnson. I am very appreciative to share this celebration with everyone here, everyone who wishes they were here, and everyone who will ever walk through these doors now that we are here. In addition to being a proud owner and founder of the Tree Yoga Cooperative, I have the joy of being our Director of Programming and the co-lead for our 200-hour yoga teacher training program, along with Jay here. So in this program, the purpose is really to more deeply embody two fundamental yogic principles. One is to know thyself. Two is to live in harmony and collective liberation. In this program, students expand their personal yoga practice, which means they experience more presence, self-awareness, discernment, mental ease and calmness, compassion and kindness, self-trust, and a more empowered sense of who they are. The impact of having this yoga and wellness studio right here in South Central LA is truly undeniable. And as we prepare to embark on the next cycle of our yoga teacher training program, beginning in just 2 weeks from today, we know that the positive impact of the work we do will be even greater now that we have this space. Whether it's our yoga teacher training, our wellness workshops, our daily public classes, or any of our other wellness programming, I am most excited to witness and see the faces of people in our community, as well as my own face when I look in the mirror, continuing to nurture the relationship we have with ourselves, to live more in harmony with our internal guidance and trusting it, and feeling more and more empowered to embrace our whole selves. So imagine the positive ripple effect that this has from individual to individual and all the communities that we are a part of. And it is this community right here in South Central LA and so many more around the world that reflect it, where the tree is committed to having a positive impact by cultivating life-affirming spaces for well-being, community connection, and accessible yoga, practiced as a tool for social justice, true knowledge of self, and collective liberation. So now it is my pleasure to introduce Maria Ricarte, and she is just one example of the tree's mission realized. Maria graduated from our teacher training program last year and has since been teaching yoga around the city. So let's welcome Maria.
Hi everyone, my name is Maria Elizabeth Recarte and I'm a proud graduate of the Tree Yoga Co-op 200-hour teacher training. And so not only that, I'm a proud member of the South Central community. I'm so humbled to be here today and to speak in terms of being a student for the Tree Yoga, but in trying to really encapsulate what it meant today for the studio to open. The words of Audre Lorde, an amazing civil rights activist, writer, feminist, abolitionist, just kept resurfacing in my mind. And her quote is, "When I dare to be powerful, to use my strength in my service of my vision, then it becomes less and less important whether I am afraid." And so the nerves are here because like that fear, right? That fear of being there for your community, of having to be the constant safety net for your community. You're the one that people are looking to, and the Tree Yoga Co-op, that's what you all are doing today. And so this studio embodies empowerment, healing, strength, inclusion, and love that our communities have been longing for. I can't tell you what this means for us. Growing up on 91st and Central, a child of immigrant parents, a formerly incarcerated father, and now living through a cycle where I have my youngest brother incarcerated, my mission in life was gifted to me. And that is to advocate for my community. The thing is, my story isn't unique. It's heard all around our communities. And there are so many beautiful advocates here today, Dignity and Power Now, and the Tree Yoga, who are doing the advocate work that's needed for our communities to flourish. In figuring out how to better serve my community outside of the advocational education that I was doing, I decided to take the Tree Yoga Co-op teacher training. I didn't quite know what I was getting myself into, really, but I knew that yoga was a sense of healing that I needed. And the needed healing was there for me through the yoga training co-op. Having teachers like J. Cole and Rita that come from the neighborhood was really what sealed the deal for me to join the teaching training. It's like people from the hood, teachers from the hood, thank you. This is exactly what I need. Through this teacher training, I was given skills to teach yoga in an accessible, equitable, and most importantly, decolonized way. As a great philosopher, J. Cole once said, in order to understand the deeper meanings of the world, you have to look inward, end quote. Looking inward and finding your center and your breath is the basis of what yoga is. That is what my yoga teacher training gave to me. Look inward to then be able to advocate for those around me. After this training, I dared to be powerful and I started South Central Yogi, where I teach around the LA area, mostly for beginners and to make it accessible and meet students where they are. The Tree Yoga has provided a space of hope and a base for our community to be less afraid, to find strength and collective vision towards healing. I can now envision a young person living off of Central and 91st and telling their family, hey, I'm gonna hop on the bus and I'm gonna go do yoga. I'll be right back, right? Not only that, go back home and tell their parents, hey, guess what? Tienen clases en español. They have classes in Spanish. That's so big. The Tree Yoga is establishing their roots in South LA, South Central community to help, like myself, learn their inner selves to grow from the roses that grow from concrete. I want to recognize that we're standing on the shoulders of giants, right? An appreciation to Jana, Jenny, J. Cole, Rita, for creating a space to help these seeds grow. Your inspirations. And for those of us here, let us step more intentionally into our power and be the change we want to see in the world. Thank you.
Rita.
Gracias, J. Cole. All right, my speech is going to be in Espanol. And just as a warning, I am a no sabo niña, which loosely translates to I speak Spanish, it's not perfect, okay? So let me, all right, there we go. All right, my name is Rita. Soy trabajadora y dueña de The Tree Yoga Cooperative. Siendo la mayor de una familia inmigrante mexicana, viviendo en el sur de Los Ángeles por más de 40 años, he vivido las fallas de recursos de bienestares en nuestra comunidad. La mayoría de estas medicinas no son fácilmente disponibles, accesibles o destacados en nuestra comunidad. Cuando empecé a practicar, yo no me sentía a gusto en los estudios normales de yoga, habiendo la mayoría gente blanca, flaca, con actitudes que no me hacían sentir cómoda ni a gusto, ni tan bienvenida. Hace como 9 años, cuando empecé mi práctica, me ayudó a ser más saludable a mí misma por adentro y por afuera. Pude superar la ansiedad y depresión que experimenté durante muchos años. Y hace 7 años decidí ofrecer estas clases de yoga en español, después de que me certifiqué en The Tree Yoga, que antes era Green Tree Yoga Meditation, la primera clase de certificaciones. Y cuando enseño estas clases, la primera cosa que me dice la gente después de tomar su primera clase de yoga es, yo no sabía que esto era yoga, porque es un ejercicio por adentro y por afuera. Hoy estoy súper orgullosa que nuestro esfuerzo durante los 2 últimos años nos han traído aquí, con ustedes, en este barrio, en este local hermoso que todos merecemos. Unidos, personas afroamericanas y latinas, podemos superar todos los obstáculos que nos intentan separar y triunfar para el bienestar de todos. Gracias. Y aquí ya se va a terminar toda la charla. Vamos a cortar el listón.
We're gonna cut the ribbon.
Okay, Jay. We should have had it like nicely placed. Okay. Oh, I kind of want to hold it. You can, Jana, you get the honor of cutting the ribbon. Or well, arm behind you.
Okay.
Hey, y'all, Soul Flow is about to begin. Come on in. You can also come in and have a little look at the studio. Come on in and join us for some yoga.
Give me like 5 minutes. Okay, yeah, go right ahead. There's coffee and coffee cake and tea. You can take class or you can hang out outside with more stuff coming.
Like when, where, what's the schedule? We don't know. Just ask, like, oh, when is it speaking? How long is it speaking for? If we don't have it. Take pictures for him, like how we do.
And I got you for 26.
Yeah, I pictures. So you'll remember and remind me like
I'm sorry.
But to make sure that everyone comes here, just say more about the
My name is
class.
Angela Johnson, and I'm the director of program.
I don't think they're doing just I'm not quite sure.
Yeah, it's really a lot of momentum coming together. Our cooperative has been in work for 2 years now. Connection, embrace life.
So, this is like the fun part.
That this is space where now
We're not able to get to each other and stuff like that. There's always, you can take stuff and go for it's our Jeff, right? That's
our mind, of living in balance, all of these things that we can feel internally going on. Now we have a place that helps us location is a big part of the festival. And when we think about Los Angeles in general, we think there's a lot of yoga, and there is. It's just that this particular area in South Central, a lot of communities where it's Black and brown people, studio spaces are not very common. That's how we are to have it in the neighborhood and not feel like they're in a place that's away from home. It's not. Yes, I think one of the main things and ways that we kind of meet people who have not already had familiarity with yoga is one, talking about breath. We all breathe, so it's something that can understand, right? And also making sure that people know that they do not have to get your body in a pose that looks like a picture you saw on your Instagram, right? It's really about finding those challenges and breathing with them as opposed to I think one of the biggest ways that we're able to spread it is because we are very clear on reaching in this community to people who do not necessarily know us. We come to them. A lot of our work is outside of the studio. So we want to bring people here. A lot of our work is partnering. Talk to yourself more accurately and kindly. To be a friend to ourselves, and try to bring things about people. And that affects our. The biggest thing really is we can be clear on our relationship with ourselves, and we can have more fruitful. And that's to the tree. No, we're very excited. We are honored and we take it as a privilege and a responsibility to hold space for people, especially people who are new to this practice. We want to make sure people feel welcome, that people want to come back and feel good and know that it's practice. And we just want to make sure that people that look like us have that same access. Yes. The tree. Well, the tree has left me today, has evolved. Tree yoga and meditation, Tree South LA when we were nonprofit. Now it's the Tree Yoga Cooperative. The tree for me has to do with evolution. Even when things seem very small, when we think a new idea, it can grow. What's inside of us is meant to be expressed throughout. Living inside of us even before it gets released. So that's what we're about, expressing ourselves internally to the outside. Yes. Thank you. Appreciate it. We have one now, and then we'll have the shorter. Okay. Thank you. What's your name? Forte. Thanks. Janet. Janet. Yes. So the class is having the studios at this is just another. Yeah. Yeah. Because everyone's name is assigned. Yeah. Feel free. Thank you. Yeah. Oh. Hi, girl.
Yes, ma'am, I can help you. I work here.
So Carol, you can, yeah, take it out. Is there any? Yes. I was like, what are they going on? Is there anything we need to like do?
All right, thanks so much. It should be on channel 2 and 5.
Today?
Yeah, and also be on channel 9 and 8.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. You guys want me to take one?
Channel 4. No, the guy who was just interviewing me. What's the other channel? That one guy does too, and that other guy. Did he interview you? I don't know. I thought he already did. He did me, but he just wasn't scared. I get it. My mom's like, you gotta dance that right now. Did I find a space? No, like, what do you want to do? Yes. Yeah. Massage, kids, drum circle, jump rope. So you were supposed to get
Yeah. Well, you know what's gonna happen. I'm already.
I got your Oh my god, I don't even, I'm like, I have my adrenaline is so high, I'm gonna pay attention. But then I would jump in the car. I think she goes there yeah, that's it. I'm Shanice. Nice to meet you.
Is it weird that the YouTube's still streaming? Should I just face it as a mariachi?